Hello friends, welcome to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to talk about SD-WAN and I will show you how to configure SD-WAN in FortiGate environment. So now this is a video series that I'm bringing you in my channel, and you can watch other videos as well. FortiGate administration video series, yeah, so we can go into the video and I will first define what is SD-WAN, and then I will show you how to configure. And also I recommend you to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon as well, so you don't miss any future videos from me. Thank you. Okay, so what is SD-WAN? So SD-WAN means software defined wide area network, right? And this comes in the topic of SDN, right? Software defined networking. And now SD-WAN, what SD-WAN does is there are multiple use cases here. The main use case is to connect branches of an organization. Let's say this is a branch. Let's say this is branch A, and there is another branch called branch B, and let's say here is our headquarters. Okay, let's say this HQ, right? Okay, so now let's say this is in another territory and this is in another part of the country, and if this were to connect in a physical link, it will be huge cost, and also there will be latency issues, right? And a lot of things are there. And now when it comes to SD-WAN, what it does is in SD-WAN we connect these branches over the internet. Okay, so let's say this is internet, and we can connect these branches over the internet, so we don't have to connect these branches physically directly to these headquarters, right? And this saves a lot of time, and let's say it saves a lot of cost. And also and in SD-WAN there's another benefits that it makes uh, the traffic to go in the best path, right? Now let's say when let's say now the in a user here, okay, wants to a user here, okay. Now let's say this is a data center, okay, they are connecting the organization data center, and data center there's a server, and in server there's an application that they are using. Okay, now this when this user wants to access this application, right? Now let's say there's in one link there's some latency, and some kind of a packet loss is there. So with SD-WAN, now what SD-WAN typically means, now it's software defined networking, right? So which means we define our rules to pass the traffic. So we can set targets. Now I will show you how to configure those. Now let's say if the latency is over 100 milliseconds, okay, then change the path to the best, which is not which is under the 100 millisecond latency. So likewise we can set performance SLA, we say. Likewise there's a lot of use cases in traffic passing and traffic forwarding, right? So so this is a basic and in a simple definition, but I recommend you to go and watch videos which which defines SD-WAN more clearly with animations and all, right? So here I do not configure connecting branches, right? Because I will show you that in another video which I will bring about IPsec. So I will show you how to connect branches and all, but here I will show you how to uh, manage this, because how to manage the this when this user wants to try to access any application or any services in the internet or any other place, how these two ISP links are uh, pass the traffic to give the maximum or the best quality or the fastest path to access that for this user. So we can configure that on SD-WAN configuration in FortiGate environment. So let's go to the configuration, and then we can then I can show and discuss further, and then you will understand more about SD-WAN. Okay friends, so now you see that this is a simple topology. Here we have two ISP routers, and one is ISP1 router, ISP2 router, then there's our FortiGate, and there's our client. Okay, now this is a management port, and these are connected to the uh, internet, right? Okay, so now I logged into this FortiGate. Okay, now let's go to network interfaces, and you see management port is management, and port 1 is LAN, which is port 2 in EVNG, right? Because management port is the EVNG identifies this management port as the port 1, so that is why it is a bit confusing. But port 1 in this FortiGate means port 2 in EVNG, right? And it is connected to our LAN network. And port 3 and port 4 in EVNG, port EVNG means port 2 port 2 and port 3, right? They are connected to ISP routers, right? So now let's configure those, right? And I configured this. Let's add that as well, so you will have the better visibility. 50.50.1/24. Let's give a background color as well. Okay. Duplicate. Okay, so I have given these routers, these interfaces, this IP address. So these will be the gateway IP addresses for these WAN 2 WAN ports, right? Okay, so now let's go to the port 2, which is connected to ISP1 router, and let's configure them. Let's give an name as ISP1, and let's define as WAN, and this is manual 10.50 sorry .50.1/24. Oh sorry, we are now giving the IP address of this interface, right? So you can see IP address is already being used by the device, which is the ISP router, so we give 2, right? And it's give ping and HTTP access, yeah, and then we can hit OK. And let's configure this as well. Let's give ASP2 and 10.100.100.2/24, and yeah. Okay, so now we enabled the and we assigned interface IP addresses and enabled those IP addresses, IP ports to the ISP routers, right? And then let's go to configure SD-WAN, right? It's here under network, there's SD-WAN, and go to that. Okay, then you can see there's a default one, but let's create new. So go to SD1 zone, right? And let's give SD WAN. Okay, and interface members, we didn't create SD1 members yet, so let's just give OK, and then we can create SD-WAN members. Okay, here let's select this ISP1 first. And what is the gateway? The gateway will be this interface IP address, right? 10.50.50.1. Okay, done. And here SD-WAN zone, we should select SD-WAN. We just created this, right? Okay, and then create another SD-WAN member, which is the port 3, and select SD-WAN 10.100.100.1. okay, you can see now, right? There are two SD-WAN members, and yeah, then let's go to SD-WAN rules, right? There's also a default one, but let's create our SD-WAN rule, right? And yeah, address, we can give port 1 address, which is the LAN, right? You can see here the LAN, and destination is all, and yeah, any number. And here we can choose manual, best quality, lowest cost, maximize bandwidth SLA. So here you can see manual is outgoing members, so we can it means we can control where to traffic should be go, right? Which member. You remember we created two members, right? And best quality, the member which the best measured performance is selected. So this will be selected, so when traffic is going through, and if there's more latency and all, so it will automatically select the best quality one. So here lowest cost, the member, that means SLA targets. So we can select SLA targets, right? When there's a tie, the member will with the lowest assigned cost is selected. So we can set cost as well, but when we created, we just gave the default one, right? You can check that out. And maximize bandwidth SLA, traffic is load balanced among members, that means SLA targets. So I'm going to go with this one. And interface preference, I will use this both, right? Zone preference, which is this SD-WAN zone, and required is target. So here these are default ones. Okay, just to, because we cannot now when we select this, we cannot bypass this. So just for sake of creating this, I just select this and hit OK. But let's create our own one. Okay, not check where. Okay, let's like this. Okay, it's just a naming thing. They do not allow us to have spaces when we give names, right? So it's okay. And then go to performance SLA, and then let's create our own one, and let's give like GDNS, which is Google DNS, and server 8.8, right? And SLA targets, we can, yeah, let's keep this way. Okay, now which means latency threshold. It means when latency hits 5 milliseconds, it will choose the path which is not less than 5 milliseconds. Jitter, packet loss, also the same. And link status check interval, which is every 500 milliseconds it will check the link status and fail over to the better one, right? So let's give OK, and yeah, okay. Now you see here, you see there is, now we set this is under latency, right? Now here you see the latencies and data and jitter is much higher, right? Because we gave 5 milliseconds as our threshold, right? Now normally in organizations, real world organizations, we give like 100 milliseconds something. So let's give like that, right? Let's give like that. Let's give 100. This is also 100. And packet loss threshold, let's give 5%, and this is also it's this. Okay, now you see it is okay, right? So let's go to SDWAN rules. Remember we gave a default one right here. Let's give our own created one, this. Yeah. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to create a firewall policy, right, to allow to traffic to go in this path, right? So let's go to policy and objects, and then firewall policy, right? And then let's create one, and let's give it a name, LAN to internet. Okay, what is the incoming interface? It is LAN port 1. Outgoing interface will be SD-WAN, and those we can give all, right? Destination all, services all, and yeah, let's give this way. Okay, we created our SD-WAN rule, sorry, a firewall policy, and then let's go to create a static route, right? And create new, and you can see in if you watch, if you have watched my previous videos, we have given a gateway, right, which is our router's IP. Now here we don't have to, because we already defined them in our SD-WAN rules, right? SD-WAN policy. So let's select this one, and you saw the gateway IP address disappeared, right? So let's give OK. Now our static route is going through this SD-WAN rules, right? Okay, now pretty much we are done, right? And let's go to our client machine and open this. Then we can verify our connection, right? Okay, so now I open up my client machine, right? And let's first go to CMD and check our IP address, IP config. Yeah, you can see we got our local IP address, and then try to ping Google, let's say. Sorry. Yeah, you can see this machine is reachable to Google, right? So now let's go to some internet, right? Facebook, and let's go to Amazon. Just to generate some traffic, right? You can see we can access those sites. yeah, yeah, everything accessible. Now let's go to our firewall and let's check whether let's go to network SD-WAN and performance SLA. Still no. Yeah, you can see traffic is there, right? And then let's go to SD-WAN. The data should be available here. Okay, you see the latency is bit much, right? Okay, let's edit now. Oh, you see the traffic, I think yeah, I have to select this one. Okay, you see the traffic is going, and you can see our threshold is here, right? We set this as the threshold. Now our traffic goes, and it hit the threshold and it's going above, which means not a good connection, right? And yeah, we can just delete those. I think default one can't be deleted. Okay, so this is SD-WAN, and let's do another verification, which is, now I said we allowed to pass the traffic from these two, and uh, we selected the option which is maximum bandwidth, right? Which means it will pass the traffic uh, through the through the link which has maximum bandwidth and best quality, right? So now I will do a okay, let's give a continuous ping. Okay, and let's disable one of these to see what happens. Okay, you see now traffic was passing through ISP1, but soon after we disable that, it automatically load balances the traffic to the failover the traffic to other router and the ISP router. So this is another use case in SD-WAN, right? So I hope you learned something in this video, but I did not configure how to like connect the branches through SD-WAN, right? I will bring another video for that. So for this video we learned how to set SD-WAN rules, how to set SD-WAN SLA targets and performance SLAs, right? And actually how to configure SD-WAN. We learned all of them here. So I hope you learned something, and please subscribe to my channel if you learned something, and hit the bell icon as well. And yeah, so thank you and have a good day. Bye.